Press conference here this morning at the Sea Terminal, and the Chief Constable, Gary Roberts, is about to announce how the fight against drug crime is going on the Isle of Man. The figures we've been seeing here is that actually it's still an ongoing situation here, even though that the prison sentences and what the courts are handing down is much harder than in the UK, still people are bringing the drugs here. And the figures to date show that there's actually been quite a busy year for the police.
Thanks for coming today. The reason I wanted to speak to people about drugs in particular today was because in 3 weeks' time we'll be putting out yet another set of good crime figures, and the focus of the debate at that time will be about neighbourhood policing. But I wanted to balance the debate and stress the importance of neighbourhood policing, but also reinforce the threat to the island from serious and organised crime, in particular from the drugs trade in Liverpool. Figures that we're releasing today shows that the Constabulary has seized £500,000 worth of drugs in the year to date. That's the biggest amount of drug seizures that we've ever made in a policing year, which runs from the 1st of April to the 31st of March. And what's particularly interesting is that the trade has changed its focus in part from Class A drugs, the hard drugs, to Class B drugs, cannabis, and the seizures that have come from cannabis have been substantial. And the reason for that, I think, is that the courts on the Isle of Man are imposing very large sentences on people who traffic in Class A drugs, and there's distinct evidence that the Constabulary has that people are changing to Class B drugs because the sentencing powers of the courts are less. That said, the work that we do is substantial and increasingly difficult, and we are now seeing signs that the criminals in Merseyside who are targeting the Isle of Man are a notch or two up the criminal ladder, and these are dangerous people who see the Isle of Man as a lucrative place to do business. So what I wanted to do was to showcase in a way the work the Constabulary does, the work of the dog handlers, the work of the intelligence staff, the work of the drug trafficking staff. And it's a great deal of work that they do, and it's important work because the Isle of Man is a safe place, but the drug dealers see it as a place where they can do business. And the message that goes out very much from us today is don't even bother trying because we'll catch you. There is a perception sometimes that our counterparts in the UK, in Merseyside and in Lancashire, are not supportive of us. That couldn't be further from the truth. Figures we released today show that Lancashire Constabulary have made 2 significant drug seizures in the last 3 months, drugs that were destined for the Isle of Man. And the very fact that we work so closely with them and with our counterparts in Merseyside is in some way noticed in the success that we've had today.